WP, you are a hero, but you have no tragic past, no trauma, no prophecy controlling your fate. You simply are a hero because it is the right thing to do. This leaves both the villain and your allies very confused and perplexed. Peasant, did you just cross asterisk, break the eternal cycle of fate asterisk off a list in your notebook? Asked Shade Wizard Alrechtos. His sneering arrogance was somehow muted. The battle had exhausted even the spectral creature hidden within its voluminous cloak. I guess. The entry said asterisk evil champion trying to end world. But your way worked, said Sveren, sipping from a water skin. Joranna, beloved of the sun, looked up. She had been slumped on a broken marble column for the few minutes since their victory, sitting and staring at the pale, star-shaped birthmark on the palm of her hand. I've devoted my life to this fight, trained since before I can remember, said Joranna. My role in it was ordained centuries before my birth, but for you it was something on a list. Well, yeah, said Sveren. It needed doing. I'm not saying that the eternal conflict between good and evil isn't important. I'm just wondering what else could possibly be on that list, she said. Just other things that I might want to try and solve, said Sveren. And the gods cursed me for my arrogance, muttered Alrechtos. This one seemed pretty important. I marked it with 5 stars. I've never done that before. Next, I think I'll head down to Koro's, been hearing pretty bad things. That's probably a 3-star if it is what I think it is, said Sveren. Powerful death rites have been taking place in that region. I have sensed their tainted presence on the winds of magic, said Alrechtos. Fits with what I suspected, thanks, said Sveren. I don't think I understand, said Joranna. Someone been raiding into Koro's and taking people, probably a necromantic cult, he explained. Not about Koro's, about you. I thought your village had been wiped out, that you were casting down the evils of the world to avenge an injustice that can never be undone. What, like Resin, and whoever was in that locket she always wore? Well, yes, she had an oath of vengeance. It was a whole messy saga. I am aware of Resin Nightedge's oath, Sveren. I've been here the whole time, same as you. But an oath isn't the only motivation, and you do need a damned good reason to throw yourself into the dangers we've been through, said the prophesied champion with some degree of frustration. Sveren considered for a moment. Do you, though? The cowled specter began to laugh, an eerie, hollow sound. Peasant, is your village safe and sound, but you just chose to risk the darkest and most dire of perils for fun? Not for fun, no. But last I heard my village was fine. So why are you here? Why did you take all these risks? Asked Joranna. Like I said when he asked, an evil champion was trying to end the world. That feels pretty important. And I guess I didn't really trust any of you to remember what's important. You thought I lacked commitment. I'm the chosen one. It has been my whole life. Exactly, that's super specific. I just wanted the world to not end. Couldn't be sure you wouldn't get distracted by some weird fanatic thing. Weird fanatic thing? The world was at stake. Sure, and you came good, Joranna, not trying to insult you. But Resin was super devoted, and she got distracted when the chance to kill General Hearth came along. Taking out that guy was fine, terrible person, but she got herself killed achieving her vengeance, and it left us in a tough situation with all the other losses. Only 3 of us made it through. How could I waver? Well, the prophecy said you needed to beat the evil champion. But that just continues the cycle. It'll happen again in a few centuries or whatever. That's fine if necessary, but I'd rather just put this issue to bed. So when Alrechtos unexpectedly offered to stop being a pain in the butt for once, that seemed promising. I just wasn't sure you'd be up for an unorthodox solution. None appreciate the burden of prophecy more than I do, Sveren. It has dominated my life. To be free of it was something more than I ever hoped for, sighed Joranna. Right, you came good, said Sveren, but you can't blame me for not being sure how you'd react, and the world ends is stakes a bit too high to risk. I had to come. Besides, I trusted Alrechtos way less than I trusted you. I had to make sure he came through. It was my plan, said Alrechtos, his cowl quivering, and you're a terrible person. Breaking fate frees you of the damnation you're fated to suffer for your numerous crimes against whoever it is you keep pissing off. The gods or powers or whoever. The fact that it could be used to end the eternal conflict between good and evil was just an excuse to get us on board. I also exist within the world. It ending is obviously a concern of mine, said Alrechtos. The prophecy is a bit vague on what happens if the champion of evil prevails, said Joranna. Beings like you might be fine. It is somewhat insulting that you both think I saved the world for selfish reasons, said the Shade. Well, it's what you get for a history of being a monstrous horror. But I still don't understand why you are here, Sveren. I know it needed to be done, I was here too. But what set you on your path? You're a hero of near-legendary reputation, said Joranna. Oh, that, said Sveren. Joranna looked at him expectantly. Alrechtos peered from beneath his cowl. I was at Widow Masso's place one evening. Our village isn't big enough for a tavern, but the widow brews a variety of ciders. It's a reliable place to get a drink. and I was complaining that the Baron had been taxing us more than usual, but had done nothing to root out the bandits lurking off by the trade road. And one of the farmhands, a fellow named Kron, had said he was sick of me complaining, since it wasn't like I would do anything about it. And Kron was right, and that well peeved me, so I decided I should stop whinging and go do the right thing. And I kept finding right things to do, explained Sveren. So now you just move down your list? Joranna asked. Sometimes I take a break for a bit if I need one. I'm not the only person who can fix things, I'm just pitching in. Okay, so my life's work is done, pondered Joranna. Are there many 3-star problems on that list of yours? Just this thing in Koros. Sveren checked his notebook. That and to make sure Alrechtos doesn't go back to cursing people for his experiments, and to burn his tower down if he does. Sounds like a calling to me, said the former Chosen One.